Today on what I read today, it's Bleach Omnibus 2 with volumes 4 through 6. Or as I like to call it, foreshadowing. Uryu is a prick. Rukia is screwed. Now chances are if you're on this one, then you probably know I love Bleach. But yeah, this is setting up the Soul Society arc and the Quincy's. But yeah, it starts with the... I can never say its name. But yeah. I'll just call him the Don. Yeah. We go to the hospital. And it sets up the soul chains and how when they finally eat themselves, a soul will become a hollow. Which obviously sets up the training sub-arc for the Soul Society. And it sets up the whole thing with Ichigo being part hollow. Yeah. I like how Ichigo finds this subgenre annoying, but everyone else likes it as a parody of themselves. Yeah. I say this is the end of the slice of life-ish Bleach. This is the last volume of it before it becomes something a little bit deeper with longer ties. And as we get into volume 2, it begins with Uryu's plot. And I'll say he's a prick who just can't put two and two together. And I get it, he's mad. He's had family die. He has a good reason to hate the Soul Reapers. But he cannot just seem to listen to reason. It's like, he's been in class with Ichigo for how long? And it's like, he's only now beginning to hate him? Okay, so I guess Ichigo had to awaken his Shinigami powers latently, but still. It's like he didn't notice the difference. He should know that a human would not know all the underlying secrets about Soul Reapers. There are so many better ways he could have gone about this. But I guess he does succeed in screwing over a Soul Reaper. It's like, did he not think about... Well, we know he did not think about the consequences. He is an arrogant little prick. He becomes better later, but it's very hard to like him initially. It's like, he has reasons for why he's the way he is, but he's an arrogant little prick. And it's like, as we get further and further, it just seals Rukia's fate. She is screwed. There's no covering this up. And I'll hand it to Rukia. She did everything she could to not drag Ichigo down with her. And everyone here is lucky that Ichigo and Uryu actually managed to find the solution. Well, not quite. Urahara could have easily handled this on his own. But he wanted to test Ichigo. But yeah, this one reads pretty well. Even if Uryu is initially an unlikable little prick. He gets better in later volumes. It's just his introduction. Well, he's a hot-headed teenager who pretends to be cool-headed. It's his character, but all the things that make him a lot more likable and charming just are not here yet. They arrive later on in the Soul Society arc, or in the training arc. he becomes better as time goes on, but this was not the most flattering appearance for him. But yeah, it's still a good couple of chapters. I think. Okay, so Kenobi, is that how you say it? Don Kenobi? Yeah, we still have these little recurring bits with Cone and the Don and his sister still here, so it maintains last little bit of slice of life before we only get in flashbacks or end of chapter panels. I'd say that this is the true end of the earliest part of Bleach before it really kicks into high gear. And I'd say technically the substitute arc doesn't end until the next omnibus, but here I'd say the feeling comes to an end and it starts getting its flow in. It stops stuttering. It's no longer slice of life monster of the week after this. And this is an end of a very short era. This is what I would call an 8 out of 10. It has more action than the previous volume. It fixes some of its pacing issues. It doesn't have the whole Cone subplot. I didn't like that too much about the first one, but I overlook it. Oh yeah, we're getting these little artsy panels here. And it's like Tite Kubo. He always pulls it through with the fashion. But yeah, we get more of those starting here. Because I don't think that was something as prevalent earlier on in the first one. But it was there. It's just becoming more common starting in once it gets its footing. Yeah, that's my little, not quite a review of Bleach Omnibus 2.